Well, hello and welcome. My name is Mike Turton and it's great to have you watching this video today. You know, it's no accident that you're here today, that you're watching this. In these times and seasons that we live, people are looking for things, and obviously you may be as well. So it's great that you've come to this place. You know, I want to speak to you today about two specific opportunities. And one is how to build reserve, and the second is how to build residual income into your life. You know, there's much been spoken about in the media these days about banks crashing and things happening around the world. And, you know, it's very important that you can take control of your life and don't feel as though you're on a roller coaster just submitted to the ways of the world. You know, I'm sure that you feel like I do when you turn up to the supermarket, that the dollars that you got in your pocket, or whether they're euros or yen or whatever currency they are, you get to the checkout and you find that those dollars that you had buy a smaller and smaller basket of goods, smaller than they did last year, smaller than they did even 6 months ago. Same when you pull up to fill your car up with petrol, that, you know, it costs you more dollars to fill the tank. Well, that's simple inflation. We're not going to speak about the reasons for inflation at the moment, but merely to understand that that's what it is. There are many other educational videos in and around our websites that can teach you about that, but it's important to understand that that specific fact of inflation is what's stealing the value out of your dollars and my dollars, out of your euros and my euros. It's simply taking the buying power out of those. But you know, that's a fact. What we got to do is know what to do about it. You know, there's a group of people that we've studied for many, many years now that don't suffer from these cycles and seasons. They're the generationally wealthy, they're royalty, and they're rulers of empires. And you know, you might think, well, you know, it's easy for them, they've got plenty. But you know, the principles that they instill into their families and their future generations are exactly what you and I can put into our lives, and we can be the same as them. You know, when you study generationally wealthy, first thing they do is they have knowledge. They understand some keys about how economics works, how money works. You know, you can understand that too. The second thing is that they take action, they do something. They buy gold and silver regularly, regardless of the price. You might think, like I used to think, that, you know, you have to buy on the dip and sell on the high. Well, that's really a trading concept. That's not what they do. They build a foundation of gold and silver over time. The third thing they understand is time leverage. They don't expect for this to happen overnight. They are laying down a foundation and building it year after year after year after year. They're in this for the long haul. You know, and if you want to become generationally wealthy, that is, that you build wealth in your life or increase the wealth that you may already have, and to be able to pass it on to a future generation, then you have a long view, not a short view, just like them. So, you know, if you had access to the knowledge of the wealthy, if you had the ability to buy gold at a price you could afford, if you also understood time leverage, then you could do exactly what they can do. And that's what we're going to show you here today, what I'm going to show you. Two specific opportunities: how to build reserves and how to build a residual income. You know, to build reserves, and we speak about building them in gold and or silver. The wonderful thing about gold is that it retains its buying power over thousands of years. Do you know, 2,000 years ago, and you can study this out for yourself, 2,000 years ago, 1 ounce of gold would dress a man in a fine toga, a fine suit of clothes. 100 years ago, 1 ounce of gold was worth $20 US. Do you know, $20 US 100 years ago actually dressed a man in a fine suit, good leather shoes and a top hat? Interesting, isn't it? Today I think it's over $1,240 US. You know, you can dress yourself for $1,200. Not $20, but $1,200. Yet it's an ounce of gold today, an ounce of gold 100 years ago, and an ounce of gold 2,000 years ago. Amazing, isn't it? So, you know, you can start accumulating and building the foundation of gold in your life today. The first opportunity that I want to speak to you about is a savings process. Get your dollars converted into gold. Not all of them, but some of them. Build a foundation. And you know, we've got a way that you can actually do that for $200 a month, $100 a month, or even as little as $25 a month. Fixed price. You can start converting your dollars into gold. You can save for yourself, for other family members. So that's the first opportunity. The second opportunity is to build a residual income. Imagine that you could have a second line of income, a third line of income, that you could build that residual that once you apply some effort, it keeps coming month after month after month into your life. Well, that's simply a business license with us, $149 a month, risk-free. You know, 30 days, complete money-back guarantee on that. But what do you get with it? You get access to some awesome information. You know, Philip Judge, our president, has been working with the wealthiest families on the planet for many, many years now, and understands what they understand about that knowledge I was speaking about earlier. You know, imagine if that could be streamed to you, and this is current information. It's not something that happened, you know, 10 years ago that's been rolled out in a video. This is recorded currently, so you get to see up-to-date information based on his experiences working with those families. Imagine how you could be if you could apply that knowledge to your life. You'd be able to operate like the generationally wealthy, like rulers of empires, like royalty, you know, and do what they do, save gold regularly, regardless of the price. The beauty about that program is it gets streamed to your live. It also qualifies you to buy gold at wholesale prices. Imagine that you get your gold cheaper than other people. You know, if you introduce the concept to others, even just 2 people, your business is already paid for, and as few as 4 people, you earn enough commissions that you can actually start buying your gold as well and get that sent to you. So those 2 opportunities, let me just repeat them to you. One is to build reserve. You can convert dollars to gold, no risk, stop whenever you like. Second opportunity, and the one you're probably going to be wanting to look for, is to actually get involved with us with a business license, get access to that knowledge from the generationally wealthy, and start applying it to your life and make decisions for your future with confidence. And you may say, well, that's great, Mike, but you know, I've still got some questions. I knew you would have. And you need to get those questions answered, because until you do, you can't really step forward and make a decision that's an informed decision for your future life. So get on the phone with the person who invited you. If you found the website just by chance, send us an email at support@youniquewealth.com. That's YOUNIQUE wealth.com, and we'll get someone in touch with you to answer your questions so that you can make the right choice. I want to welcome you. Thanks so much for your time. I know you're going to choose well, and looking forward to having you in our Gold Tribe. I'm Mike Turton. Thank you.